Welcome to yet another dimension, and welcome to my game room. Today, I'll be showing you guys my game room. I've always wanted a game room, and I finally got one. And also, Happy New Year, 2021. Hopefully, it's better than last year, but it's definitely going to be better because I'm about to show you guys my game room. So enjoy. And I love this stuff. I love having the game room. I love collecting. I love video games. And I want to show you what I got in my collection. Now I've been collecting for 9 years now, since 2011, and it's one of my favorite hobbies. And I hopefully you guys enjoy this. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Preferred Dimension. Let's do it. Let's start over here. Oh, bright light. We got Nintendo Power magazines on this table, and one PlayStation magazine, old school 90s ones. And I love collecting old magazines. I used to have a whole bunch. I got rid of them. I hate myself for that. But yeah, I love collecting old magazines, and if you got any spare ones, let me have it. We're gonna look at my first collection, my Sega and Xbox collection. It's smaller than the other ones, the PlayStation and Nintendo, but I still have love for Sega and Xbox. And the reason why I have them together is because, once the Dreamcast and Sega, stopped making systems, they started porting everything to the original Xbox. And we got games like Panzer Dragoon Orta, great rail shooter. There's a Xbox One sign. I actually don't have an Xbox One. I actually got rid of it because I thought I would never really use it because I don't really have any games for it. But I wish I had it because it has good backwards compatibility. That's what Xbox really does well, is the backwards compatibility. And hopefully I can get Xbox Series One. I mean, it's these names. Xbox Series X. Come on, Microsoft, do better with the names next time. Come on. Okay, I love this Sega Dreamcast. When I was growing up, I had one. I got one for Christmas, and of course you have Sonic Adventure and Soul Calibur, great games. I got the Xbox controller and Dreamcast controller. You gotta have Sonic 2, the best Sonic game, and also Virtua Fighter 2. You gotta have the Saturn, one of the most underrated systems ever. Shenmue, Comic Zone, art style on that is so great. And one of my favorite boxes, the Dreamcast box. Down here is the collection. It's super cheap to collect for the original Xbox because nobody's really looking for it these days. And we have one of my favorites growing up, Def Jam Fight for New York. Hopefully they bring that back one day. We have Obscure, great horror game. Obscure horror game. Max Payne, one of my favorites growing up. And we have, oh yeah, of course, we have Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic. Great game. Great RPG by BioWare. Then we go into the Xbox 360. A lot of great exclusives. We have Gears of War, Halo 3. That was a big game back in the day. I mean, you got Mass Effect, started on the Xbox 360. Left 4 Dead. I haven't switched around. Come on, man. What are you doing, Jeremy? Then we go down to some Sega Saturn and some Dreamcast, and we have Genesis games. Yeah, I don't have a big collection of that. It's very expensive to collect for, and I have a solution to that. That was my Xbox and Sega collection. Now let's get to the setup, and one last thing before that. We have, I usually have this in the living room because I play this on my 4K TV. But I brought it in here just for the video. We have the OG original launch PS3. That's my baby because it plays PS1, PS2, and PS3. And basically, I use this for the PS2 games. It looks great, but it's very hard to take care of. You really gotta take care of it. Some of the controllers I use: PlayStation Move controller, Zapper, ready to bust up fools anytime. Yeah, it says PlayStation in the back. I mean, on the side. It's cool. Nice little stand. And on the window right here, we have Nintendo DS and Atari Age. Pac-Man, terrible port of it on the 7200, I believe. No, yeah, it's the 7200. Yeah, it's some of the oldest stuff on my collection. And now we have the setup. I have two TVs right here. Right here, I got playing on my PS2. One of the best platformers on the PS1. We have Klonoa, Door to Phantom Mile. One of the best games on the PS1. Try it out by Namco. Buy it on the PS3 store because this game costs like $200 easily. It's ridiculous. But definitely a great game, classic. We have my Sega Saturn with some games. Oh look, I have Panzer Dragoon Saga, $1,000 game. No, it's burnt. It's burnt. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of burnt games because Sega Saturn, ridiculous to collect for these days. But I got my Action Replay card in there, and I forgot. Yeah, I have some burnt game I forgot. But Sega Saturn, freaking great console, one of the best 2D consoles and 3D. And here I just have another PS5. I think I have a PS3. I have like 6 PS3s. Unfortunately, I got a problem. Some like just storage for the controllers, and I have like controllers ready at any time to play Klonoa. Oh yeah, and I have the Super Nintendo Classic. It's a great system. The Wii to play GameCube games on. See, I got receiver for the Wavebird. Some other games. Don't pay attention to BMX XXX. Okay, I swear I wasn't playing that. And some more games and some more guns for some reason. Arcade stick, cheap arcade stick. Legend of Zelda controller. The Wii. Yep, so that's why I play my Sega Saturn games, GameCube games, and on the Classic. Then we have another setup, which is pretty bootleg, and we have, guess what? Code Veronica playing on it on the Dreamcast right here. One of my favorite. Oh, it's not one of my favorite Resident Evils, but Resident Evil is my favorite franchise, so I gotta play it. And so over here, I play my original Xbox. That's my beefy boy. Love ya. And then we have my original from my childhood Nintendo 64 with Paper Mario. Oh, Otogi, go back in. And then we have my Sega Dreamcast, my original one from my childhood. But I did a little modification. Actually, Ryan from New Metal Repairs, check him on Facebook. He did this for me. It's a loader that has all the games on it. The USB, not USB, but the SD card has all the Dreamcast games on it, and I can play it anytime. VGA, high quality. It's great. Thanks, Ryan. And so why do I have a Wii right here to play GameCube games where I have a GameCube right here? Okay, funny, because I only use this for, yes, the Game Boy player right here, which is an awesome accessory to the GameCube. GameCube is one of my favorite systems of all time. And but this thing right here, this disc, is super expensive. It's like $100. I got it for a good deal. I'll show you guys later. But you need the disc to play. Oh, see, it just shoots out. See Yeah, last time I was playing Mario and Luigi Superstar Sega Saga. It's cool to play on the TV. I'll show you guys maybe one day. And then we have Princess Mononoke, my favorite Studio Ghibli movie. Look at that art. All the posters I have over here, they're made by just artists. I got this from Youmacon. It's a anime convention that takes place in Michigan, and I love it. One of my favorites. And then I had this commission made for me, Nintendo 64. And then also something from Youmacon, Berserk. This beautiful art. Then we got Donkey Kong just chilling with his Game Boy Color. That's my brother's Game Boy Color. And he's chilling on his bongos. You know, he doesn't play naked. Oh, wait, he is naked. Yeah, he plays naked. Just don't bother him. Then we have some Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance games. Pokemon Red, my favorite Pokemon game. Played it all the time as a kid. Golden Sun. And Luigi, you're gonna see, that's my favorite Nintendo character because I have a whole bunch. I just love how weird he is. Super Mario 3 on NES. Crash. You know, you got the Super Nintendo Classic box. Nintendo 3DS, great system. And got the Switch. I got the Switch this year. Finally. Some accessories for it. And let me show you my Nintendo collection. I love Nintendo. My second favorite game company. You'll see my favorite soon. But here's some NES games. You got Zelda, Oracles of Ages. Super Nintendo games. Love Super Nintendo. It's great. But what I had as a childhood, one of my favorites as a child, was Nintendo 64, the wrestling games, Smash Brothers, Kirby, Wave Race. I love the wrestling games on here. You know, I love them so much that I want to destroy it by dropping it. And I play this all the time, and I love Mortal Kombat 4, Mischief Makers, Diddy Kong Racing. It's great. Rare on the Nintendo 64, and got some boxes. Not in the best condition, but I love the boxes for Nintendo 64. One of my favorites growing up. We have Mario Kart 64, yes. Completed box. Love it. I need to get some protection for this. Dang, what am I doing? Got Resident Evil 2. Star Fox with the big box. Look at that. That boy chunky. Smash Brothers. I mean, of course. We have Super Mario 64. Look at that. Beautiful. It came with 2 games. One of the best games of all time. Also, we have a exclusive to Japan. We have Sin and Punishment. Look at that box art. That's great. It's a little different than the North American one. And we only have one box, Super Nintendo, and that's just a reproduction box. But Super Castlevania 4, great game. One of my favorite Castlevanias. And we come up to my week Switch collection because I just got it this year. Luigi's Mansion 3, great game. Now, okay, like I was saying before, got the Game Boy player for the Nintendo GameCube, complete in box. It's crazy to get for $5. Yeah, and the Nintendo 3DS box. Now, one of my favorite things to collect for is the GameCube, like I was saying before. I love that. I love the case, the art. I like how they have the logo on the bottom instead of the top, like usually what they have. The box art on this is just beautiful. Like Kirby. It's just such high quality. But some of my favorites, Eternal Darkness, Great survival horror game. Exclusive to the GameCube. I mean, the second best Mario Kart, I think. Double Dash. They need to bring that back. 2 players at one time, like 2 people on one cart. Great. Luigi's Mansion. I got it when I originally came out. Great game. Mario Party 6. I think this is the most I ever spent on just like a regular game. It's like almost $80. Well, no, like 75. But like it goes for like $100 now. GameCube games are crazy expensive. And I knew it was gonna happen, so I got these before it got crazy expensive. We got Metal Gear Solid: The Twin Snakes remake of the original, exclusive, and then we got Metroid Prime 1 and 2. I mean, there's so many great games on. Like they have all of the Resident Evils on the GameCube. This is my favorite Resident Evil remake. I don't have 2 yet, but I have 3 and 4. Oh, classic games. Man, like Soul Calibur 2. Got SSX Tricky, one of my favorites as a kid. I played it on the GameCube. Man, so many. Oh, see, look, this is the game I played probably the most as a kid. Super Smash Bros. Melee. So great. Got the wrestling games. And this is the only Japanese GameCube game I have. Resident Evil Biohazard 0. And it's a little different. Okay. See that? That's cool. It's much smaller. Let's put this over here. Then I have disc-only games. Paper Mario, $1,000 door. $1,000. Yeah, it's $1,000 now. 1,000-year door. And Skies of Arcadia. Now, we're going to go into the Wii. We got the sign right here for the Wii. Some controllers for the Wii U. We got the amiibo. This is the only amiibo I have is Luigi. We got the Luigi controller, of course. We got the Wii box, and we have Wii Sports. Every grandparent and grandchild has played this game. And first, we have the Wii U. Nintendo's second biggest failure behind, of course, the Virtual Boy. But it's still a great system. Everything has been ported to this boy right here. But it's still a great system to have. I mean, we have Bayonetta 2. Great sequel. Mario Kart 8. Breath of the Wild came on there. That's where I played it. They got the remakes to the Zelda, Twilight Princess, and Wind Waker. We got another Luigi game. Super Luigi U. Pikmin 3. Super Mario 3D World. It's great, man. There's only like a couple of games on there that's like truly great, but it's great. You got The Wonderful 101. Great game by Platinum Games. And then we go into the Wii games. Now, the Wii is, people don't really, not feeling the Wii because of the motion sensor. And it's kind of a pain sometimes they implement it too much in games. But I still enjoy the Wii, and I do love the white box. Nintendo, they do like box art and like the cases the best, I think. And then the rarest, most expensive game on the Wii is Dokapon Kingdom. It's like a RPG Mario Party. It's pretty cool. We have some more games. Hey, don't hate on Just Dance. It's fun, all right? Don't hate on it. And we got the remake to Klonoa on the Wii. It's a little different. It has voice acting. I think I like the original more. Got the Legend of Zelda, Skyward Sword, Mad World, Mario games, new Super Mario Brothers Wii. Hey, it's good. People hate on it. No More Heroes, Obscure, Resident Evil, Umbrella Chronicles, and Dark Side. Good. Railgun, not Railgun, but what's it called? It's a Light Gun, yeah. Some great games on here. Oh man, Super Smash Brothers Brawl. Come on, man. That was a joint back in the day. Oh, and we have oh man, I still have the sealed Star Fox Zero. Poor guy. And you know, the Wii. It's always fun to play the Wii. And then I have just a couple Nintendo DS games and 3DS. I mean, we got Elite Beat Agents, great game. Rhythm game, we got Rhythm Heaven, and some great RPGs like Shin Megami Tensei, Devil Summoner, Soul Hackers. Crazy expensive for some reason nowadays. But some great RPGs on there. Fire Emblem. Now, let's look at the middle section. We got the Fooly Cooly poster. Once again, fan made. I love Fooly Cooly. Check it out. Old school anime. Crazy. Now, I had this idea of like showing the history of PlayStation and Nintendo, and I got this shelf. Somebody was throwing it out. I was like, no, I could use it. So let's go through the history of Nintendo and PlayStation. Also, we have some history of the Sega. We have the Genesis. I mean, the Master System came out before this, but Genesis is awesome. We got Shinobi. We have a Sega Saturn painted. You see Sonic right there? It's painted like in Sonic colors. And we have a Japanese game, Sega Saturn game, Lunar. And let's go through the Nintendo history. We got the NES with The Legend of Zelda. Got the Super NES, Super Nintendo. Super Metroid with Mario All-Stars. Childhood favorite, we got Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and some accessories. I don't have an extra Nintendo 64, so that's why I don't have one over here. And we have a GameCube, the Platinum GameCube with Super Smash Bros. Melee. And finally, we have the Wii with Metroid Trilogy. No, Metroid Prime Trilogy. I've only beaten the first one, and I played a little bit of the second one. I still need to beat the third one. But that's the history of Nintendo. Then we have some history of PlayStation. We have the original PlayStation with Metal Gear Solid, one of my favorites. Oh, let's put this back up. We have the PlayStation 2, best-selling console of all time. We have the Slim Platinum version, Metal Gear Solid 3, and some of my favorites. And then we have one of my absolute favorite systems. We have the PlayStation 3 with Demon Souls and the PlayStation Trophy. And this big boy, PlayStation 3. I have so many PlayStation 3s, I don't know why. And then let's go in the middle right quick. Because we have the PS4 with translucent controller. I don't have much need for the PS4 except for PT, if you know what that game is. You know what I'm talking about. And then we have little controllers. We have a whole bunch of GameCube controllers. I love the GameCube controller. One of my favorites. The Wavebird Black. We have Nintendo 64 controllers. Got the green. These are the Japanese ones that are translucent, like clear in the back. And blue. We have some handheld, Nintendo handhelds. That's my original one from when I was a child. Game Boy Color, Game Boy SP, Game Boy DS, Nintendo DS, and another Game Boy Color. Next, we have some more PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1 controllers. Awesome. I love collecting controllers. Now, let's get to my baby. PS3. I started collecting around 2011, and guess what was cheap at that time? PS3 games, all at GameStop. And I was a teenager when it first came out, so I really got into PS3, and I love the PS3. Probably my favorite system to play because there's so many great games on it, and it was just a great system in general. And I got I got like 300 PS3 games now, and I love it so much. And so here's some of the collector's editions I have for the PS3. Tales of Xillia, that's a great game. BioShock. Oh, that's an art book for Neon Genesis. And we got PlayStation Move, man. Sony really tried a lot for that generation. They came back though. One of my favorites, Metal Gear Solid HD Collection, limited edition, with a great art book. And one of my favorite games of all time, Dark Souls. We also got Dark Souls 2. I don't like it as much. Artorias from Dark Souls. I love it. Now let's go through the collection, PS3 collection. Now you see, the way I put the PS3 collection, I have this all in terms of release date. So Genshin, Resistance, those are all launch games. And I go through the years. So 2006 to 2014-15. So let's go through the years. PS3. I don't know why I did that. I'm just a crazy man, I guess. We have Uncharted, start of a great series. We have one of the biggest hyped games for the PS3 exclusively, Metal Gear Solid 4, great game. Siren Blood Curse. One of my favorite horror games, Dead Space. They need to release that on the PS5, hopefully, one day. And we got Valkyria Chronicles, one of the best games. Little Big Planet, MotorStorm. Alright, let me get over here. Some more games. From like 2009 to... And then in late 2009, when around this game came out, Uncharted 2, they changed the brand, just like a rebranding because they wanted to get back on top, and they finally did. Bayonetta, one of the best exclusives. We got 3D Dot Game Heroes. Look for that game, it's great. It's like a Zelda type game. And we have my Killzone 3 bundle with the PS3 Slim, a white PS3 controller. And then we get into like 2010 range. Got Red Dead Redemption, Enslaved, Odyssey to the West. You got some Time Crisis, Light Gun Shooter, Slaughterhouse, Dead Space 2. A lot of great games. Then we go into like 2011. We got Portal 2, great game. We have one of my favorites, Batman Arkham City. Arkham Asylum 2 is also great. And then this game holds a special place in my heart. We have Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception. That's the first game I bought with my own money from working. So it was great. We go on to 2012. Oh, this is a controversial one. Mass Effect 3. Man, I was looking forward to that so much, and that ending, very controversial. Max Payne 3, great game. Persona 4, fighting game for the Persona series, great. Got Dishonored, so many great games that came out in that generation. Overlooked, Ni no Kuni, great exclusive. PlayStation exclusive. We're not going to talk about Dead Space 3 because I don't really like it. We got Remember Me. I got this when it released. And nobody remembers it. But it was a good game. Made by the same people that made the, what's those games? I forgot what it was called. It was like a story game. Then we have The Last of Us. One of the best games of all time. I was playing it earlier and it still gets to me. Dragon's Crown. Oh, I forgot to show Vanquish. Did I say talk about Vanquish? I don't think. One of the best PS3 games. It was released on PS4 recently. Get it. Made by Shinji Mikami, Platinum Games. One of their best. Third-person shooter. Great action. We have... And then we go into like 2013, The Last of Us. We have Puppeteer, underrated PS3 game, exclusive. Grand Theft Auto, I remember that came out. It was big. And then we go into like the later years when it was passed over for the PS4. Yeah, Drakengard 3, and one of the most expensive games. We have JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. Crazy expensive now. Well, like over $100. I got the Japanese case with the English version of the game. And some HD remasters. Little known for it. PS Vita games. So underrated. And some extra cases. So that was my PS3 collection. If you haven't never played a PS3, please play it. It's great. And then we go into my PS2 games. We've got the PS2 box. I love this box. The color of it is just plain and simple. And we have PS2 games. PS2, of course, one of my favorite systems of all time. Probably my second favorite. We have Capcom vs. SNK. Great game. And we got Clock Tower 3, Capcom. Final Fantasy X. Love this game. One of my favorite RPGs, JRPGs. Fatal Frame. I mean, of course, you need Grand Theft Auto. Vice City, my favorite Grand Theft Auto. Klonoa 2, great as well. Onimusha, Resident Evil Dead Aim, Raw Danger. Some rare games. And we have Shadow Hearts 1 and 2. Great JRPGs. And we have the Shin Megami Tensei games. Persona 3, Nocturne, Digital Devil Saga, great. And I recently beat this. Silent Hill 3, great games. All these games are freaking expensive. Like, this game is super expensive for some reason. We got wrestling games back in the day. Were great. Here Comes the Pain in 2007. Just play those all the time. Go in there. Yep. Tony Hawk on the Ground. Great. PS2 has so many classics. Probably has the best library of any system. So great. And we have, forgot to show this. Tomb Raider. And some other, like, extras. Got a Vita box. Miramasa. This is the Japanese Suikoden in the original. Taco Bell box, Taco Bell cup. Daymare. And we have Lunar 2. Classic edition. Very expensive nowadays. Because a lot of stuff is cool. One of the first collector's edition. Got the PS4 box, which is I don't really like. Now we're gonna go in to my PS1 games. Let's go down here first. PS1, man. Classic. A lot of the classic series got their start on the PS1, like Crash Bandicoot. We have Final Fantasy 8 and 9. I don't have 7. I just never got it. I don't know why. I have it on PlayStation 3. Oh my, Parasite Eve. Underrated game. Square Enix. Survival horror RPG. How can you go wrong? Also, was Resident Evil 2. And Resident Evil 3. Great games. Got Tomb Raider. And also one of my favorite fighting games on the PS1. Tekken 3. And we got some ugly greatest hits versions. No. Crash Bandicoot. Final Fantasy Tactics. Oh, Outworld. Love this game. Great graphics. Yeah. And the Resident Evil Director's Cut. Love it. So, let's go look at the PS4 games. We have the Persona 5 Take Your Heart Edition. Great collection. And we have the Yakuza Remastered Collection. I haven't opened it yet because I haven't beaten the original one and the second one. And I've beaten 0, so I'm just getting to that series. But it comes with 3, 4, and 5. I love the Yakuza, man. I'm so glad I got into that series. But the best PS4 game is Bloodborne Collector's Edition from FromSoft, makers of Dark Souls, Demon Souls. Love it. My favorite PS4 game. And then we have the PS4 games. I have like 60, I think. 70. It's a great system. I do like the PS3 and PS2 more. But we have Concrete Genie, Full Vein, Crash, remasters of Dark Souls, Evil Within series, underrated series, Doom. A lot of great games. We have also Infamous Second Son, Killzone, a release date game for it. Last Guardian. Oh, The Last of Us Part 2. Controversial game. We have Mortal Kombat X. Great game. Metal Gear Solid 5. All the Resident Evils. I just need one more. Resident Evil Revelations 1. But I have them all. My favorites recently. Resident Evil 2 remake. Great. Oh, wow. So great. Overwatch is great. A lot of remasters. Remakes. We got Uncharted 4. And also Until Dawn. Yakuza. I love this game so much. And that's the PS4 games. And I'm going to collect more and more because I can play on the PS5. I can't wait to play even more. Finally, we'll get some of my favorite Vita games. Vita, one of the most underrated systems. A lot of great games on it. We got Persona 4 Golden. Love this game. Probably my favorite JRPG of all time. We have my original PS Vita box. We got the Danganronpa series. We got the limited edition for the original one, Trigger Happy Havoc. And Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. And then we got to the present day, Oh, hold on. Before we get to that, let's open this up. I just carried some of my Blu-rays, DVDs, got The Office. Of course, anime, some books, strategy guides. I keep those in there. And then we have the PS5 box, which is super plain. I don't really like it. And we got the DualSense controller. Probably my favorite PlayStation controller now. It's super comfortable. And we got the exclusive Demon Souls remake. Yes, So great. And then Spider-Man Miles Morales. So that's about it for the PS5 games. I have like a couple more, but I'm excited to get some more. Then we have just like some stuff like Glue Gun, controllers, and then my favorite piece, my mom. More to my mom, and my most important piece of my collection. So here you have it. We got the not the PS5, my Game Room collection. I love it so much, and you know, I'm moving out and I'm gonna have it anymore. So, like the room, I won't have my collection still, but I appreciate the time I had with this room and space, and I'm collecting. I'm just gonna keep on collecting, whatever, it keeps my interest. And until next time, I see you in the next dimension. See you.